Hi, my name's Steve Marvell. This is Crucial Survival. Today I'm going to talk about survival dentistry. I have a bad tooth. It needs root canal and it possibly needs extraction. I've had problem with the dentist because I've moved house, because my dentist with a locum, and things have got just a bit delayed. The other day I had raging toothache. It's not something I've not had before, but it was particularly bad, and normally speaking, I'd have considered going to dentist as soon as possible. However, dentists, at least my dentist and local dentists, are all closed. Thankfully, dentists are still working. It's not that they are seeing people face to face. They are still on the phone. That might seem completely useless because they can't look at your teeth or make a decision based on what your teeth look like, but they're still there. And so I phoned my practice and I was given... Oh, you're joking.
Incoming call from a private number for Steve Marvell.
Hello.
Hi, is that Steve Marvell?
That's right.
It's Mark Ward, Dentistry.
I was just right. I'm just making a film about my problem and the fact that I've phoned a dentist and here we are. How strange is that? Thanks for the call. I really appreciate it. Yeah. Okie doke. Keep well. Bye. Well, that was weird. That was my dentist. Let me just check if the old filming's still going. Apparently we are, which is great. So there we go. That's a follow-up. Spoke to the practice, left a message. Dentist called. That was the guy. He talked about the problem. We talked about antibiotics, decided that we weren't going to use antibiotics. And so I ended up with 3 main courses of action. That was swilling, and that's, say, a teaspoon of salt in a whole mug of water, like the heat of a cup of tea. Say, not so hot you'll scald yourself, but pretty hot. And swill that and spit it and swill. I do that 3 or 4 times a day. And I used oil of cloves. Oil of cloves is a essential oil, and that's been used with tooth care for a long time. Very strange. You just apply it topically. You do it with a cotton bud or your finger. And I also used soluble aspirin. Now, any drug or essential oil can have what are called contraindications. And that means that you can't use certain drugs when you have certain conditions, certain other drugs. I have 3 different drugs for epilepsy. And so I spoke to pharmacists, and they said, yes, you can use aspirin with those drugs, and you can also use oil of cloves with those drugs. However, oil of cloves can be a bit of an allergen, so be careful of that. Your pharmacist will talk to you about that. It's tickety-boo. And so, which was most effective? The soluble aspirin? Meh. The swilling did a great deal for bringing the infection down, but as My dentist was said we avoided antibiotics because it wasn't raging, it was draining, and the swelling helped with the draining. And the oil of cloves was the magic bullet. That sorted that out within about 30 seconds, and it lasted. It really did. I am now 48 hours later, pain-free. That might be because of the infection coming down. It might be that I'd knocked the tooth. It might be the oil of cloves worked. I'd like to think, because oil of cloves has a reputation for working with teeth, that it was, in fact, that. Hopefully, this story has been of use to you, and you can think about that if you have a dental problem during this crisis. But if you do have problems, don't delay. Don't let it get worse, because the more you procrastinate, the worse the impact is. And there are home remedies that you can take. I'll see you in the next episode. In the meantime, keep well, stay indoors, and save lives.